What's good, fellow spirits? Welcome to another tarot reading with your boy, Spiritgooroo. I just get my spirit guides to holler at yours and just relay the message. I do collective readings here, so this may or may not resonate with you. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I'm a Leo or fire signs. If you guys are watching, you might tend to resonate with this a little bit more. Just because I kind of base these off my readings and what I'm going through, just sharing my messages. I know it could help somebody out there. So even if you aren't a Leo, you can still be something for you here. So let's check and see what Spirit's got to say about the upcoming month of June. I'm excited for this one. I've got some big goals for this month, some big tasks to complete, and you know what? Like, fuck it. Like, I'm expecting some huge blessings to come through in this month. I just have no other choice but to expect it. You know, I say this all the time. Like you see what, if you're unhappy with your current circumstances, like you see what expecting, what not expecting the best gets you. You know what I'm saying? So let's try something different here. All right, we already got something coming through here. 7 of Cups. So this is a recent past energy. Oh yeah, I do past, present, future readings. So the main card for the recent past is the 7 of Cups. I haven't honestly even seen this card in a long time. It normally means like a decision to make, choices. Maybe you are choosing between lovers, because cups often means emotions. Maybe love situations, but it can also be, in between anything. If you had to, there's a bunch of options that we're choosing. The options for you to choose from is kind of difficult for you, or it took you a while to make that choice. All right, let's see what the next card is. We'll go with this one. Ooh. 9 of Swords in the current energy. So there might be some anxiety. You might be worried about something. I know I'm personally in a position where, it could be anxiety inducing. As a matter of fact, I was in a similar position not too long ago, where it definitely was, a lot more than it is today, but there still is a kind of like an air of like, hey, like I need to get some shit done, or, things could not go so great. But, again, I feel like this is more so, even though this energy is here, I know I personally, or if you're watching this, you may have had a little bit more of a handle on it. We'll get the clarifying cards to that, so I'll expand on that a little bit later. But yeah, I don't feel like that energy like ever completely goes away. And let's see, 5 of Swords is the last card for the current future, so that's one that I'm actually happy to see. This looks like a moment of rest period, or a sense of relief coming up. I know that's definitely a good sign for the future, so that means some shit worked out. So let's go ahead and get our clarifying cards. I hope you guys are doing good watching this. Okay, let's see. Strength is constantly coming up in readings. I think this came up in like readings in the last few weeks, the Strength card. Let's see what else we got here. Why is the... All right, so for the clarifying cards, we got Strength and the 5 of Cups. So this is telling me that, there was some sort of trial and tribulation that you had to make the conscious choice to just be strong through and just get to the other side of. It was either this or that. The choice was obvious, but at the same time, not easy. I'm sure we all know how that goes, and it just straight up took the strength to find it within your character to make the right decision, is what I'm hearing there. And, I always like to, whenever the 5 of Cups comes up, I like to point out that there's 2 full cups behind this person. Like, while they're sitting here, they're obviously, not happy about the 3 cups that spilled in front of them, but they still have 2 cups behind them, And honestly, you can only carry 2 at a time. Well, these cups anyway, they're huge. But you can only carry 2 at a time anyway. So I feel like this is like a card of, leaving burdens behind, like even though it may hurt you, and just taking what you can carry and moving on. And then also with the overall energy of like the choice that you had to make, like you had a choice. For me personally, I feel like this is like a choice between my old life and my new life, because like I always like to say that we always have a choice, whether it seems like we do or don't or not. There's always a choice to be made, and straight up, it's not always the easy ones. Like I said, it could be obvious, but it's not easy. So this is leading me to this current energy. It's some anxiety energy keeping up on light, staying up all night and stuff. Someone might not be sleeping well. Might be some things on your head that's keeping you from resting well. Let's get some clarifiers for the 9 of Swords. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Present energy. The Queen of Wands. You want something really, really bad. And let's see what's going on. I'm not going to take that one. And it's a struggle to get it. Just like the struggle that it's taking to get what you want. Like, I feel like, we knew that it was going to take some effort, it's going to take some action to get to the level that we wanted to be. But it's so much more like at stake or on the line than just getting what you want. It's like things that you have to do too. Like you might have like a lot of responsibilities, if you got kids, or, you've been struggling to pay rent and stuff like that. I'm just spitting out stuff that I've been dealing with. But even though things are getting better, and you know that you're taking the right path and you're taking your destiny in your own hands, and you're making the best decision you want for your ultimate goal, like the remnants of your old life are not letting go so easy. It's hard to let go of this old part of you that used to be anxious about this type of thing, And this is what I was saying, like you were handling it though, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm glad to see like the Queen of Wands here, because this is someone who's confident. This is someone who's stepping out into the world. Who walks through the world with exuberance, confidence, and also class. Like this is someone who can also, while they're a very emotional person, like they can handle their emotions. It's really similar to the King of Cups in that way. But with the 7 of Wands here as well, I feel like this is like you straight up like beating back old habits or things that was attaching you to like your old way of life, And again, you may be worried if you're even gonna make it. Like, look, every success story I've ever heard all had a single part in common. It's like the person always came to a point where they were like, oh my gosh, like I don't see light at the end of the tunnel. I don't see light at the end of the tunnel. What the fuck am I gonna do? That type of thing. And it always ends up working out for them, which leads me to the next card, the 4 of Swords, which is a card of rest. Just rest your mind, ease your soul. And let's see why is that here. Let's get some clarifiers for. Let's see, we got the 7 of Pentacles here. Straight up, just more still waiting energy, So let's see. Let's get another clarifier here for the month of June. This is giving like half faith, like straight up, like. I know it's a super simple message, and it's always ultimately like the best advice you could have. But this is what it's really giving me is like, look, like have faith. Okay, let's see. 3 of Swords showed up here. So let's see. We got the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles clarifying the 4 of Swords. So I feel like you're gonna come to a point where like you don't care, and that's where this resting energy is coming from. I feel like there's gonna be a point where you're realizing that you're actually only putting this type of pressure on yourself, and there's gonna be a point where you're gonna get tired of waiting. You're gonna get tired of breaking your own heart in waiting. I mean, not in waiting, but breaking your own heart and just wondering, when's it gonna be me? When's it gonna be my time? And then you'll come to a point where it's just time for you to rest. And then after this is like where the floodgates open is after this. But let me get one more card. Let me get one more card to tie this one up, because honestly, I'm gonna be real. Like in this future position, like these are not the cards that I really wanted to see going into the month. So let me get one more card to tie this up. What's overall? Okay, well that just popped right up. Just the Four of Pentacles, man. You're gonna have to. This is all about just, pretty much just being smart with your coins. Like you can see this guy, he's pretty much all about his coins. But look, you can see that he's definitely not in need of any coins. Like he has it on top of him. He has the ones that he has one he's holding. He's also got his feet on a couple. So, all in all, I feel like this is like lining up. I feel like this is the time to like really pay attention to like your physical reality. If there's any kind of like loose ends that you need tied up, make sure you get this tied up this month. Make sure you work on just on top of like managing your emotions and your finances, which it's crazy how connected those two things actually are. But that's what I'm getting out of this reading. So yeah, for the month of June, just look, don't worry.